everybody, it's Kelly here from Craftandacuppa, and today I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to cuff a granny stitch sleeve. I've had quite a few people ask, how do you do it? How do you decrease and everything like that? So now I'm going to show you. Basically, I've just made up my pattern called the Granny Peplum, and I didn't originally add a cuff to that. I left it, but I do love a cuff so much, and when I made this one, I knew I wanted to cuff it, and I thought, well, that's not really fair because it's not in the pattern. So I thought if I do this tutorial, it could be like a little add-on for that pattern as well. So I've done this one in black. I'm not going to do it in black for the tutorial for my second sleeve because I could not see anything when I was doing this. So it's definitely not going to work for a video tutorial. So I'm just going to cuff my other sleeve for the time being in my colour changing yarn that I've already been using. And then I'll have to frog it and redo it in the dreaded black. But never mind, that's okay. So this is going to be in US terms. Your last round should be the granny stitch, which is 3 double crochets in every gap, all the way around. From here on out, if you've been turning your work, we're going to be working on the right side only. So if you're this way, you're going to need to chain 1, turn your work so your garment's right side facing you. So let me get my hook in here. I'm going to show you how I'm going to decrease. Now, if you want it looser or tighter, I can explain how to do that as well. It's all personal preference. So what we're going to be doing is basically, I'm going to be doing 1 single crochet, 2 together, 1 single crochet, 2 together, all the way around. And we're going to be working in the stitches and not in the gaps. You're now going through the top of the stitches. Okay, so I'm going to chain 1 and I am going to place a single crochet in my stitch, and then I am going to place a single crochet 2 together in the next 2 stitches. Single crochet, start off doing a single crochet. Hang on, let me explain it a little bit better than that. I think I've got in the wrong stitch as well, which is definitely a not good start. Hey. Let me just place my first single crochet in here. There we go, that's better. Okay, so single crochet 2 together. Go through your first stitch and start off like you're doing a single crochet. So insert your hook and yarn over and pull up a loop. You should have 2 loops on your hook. Now we're going to do exactly the same thing in the next stitch. Insert your hook, yarn over and pull up a loop, and now you should have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3, and that is a single crochet 2 together. So I'm just going to do that again. 1 single crochet in the next stitch and then a single crochet 2 together. Insert my hook, yarn over and pull up a loop. Go into the next stitch, insert my hook, yarn over and pull up a loop. Now I've got 3 loops on my hook, and I'm going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And I'm going to keep repeating this all the way around. 1 single crochet, single crochet 2 together. Insert my hook into the loop, yarn over and pull up a loop with 2 loops on the hook. Come straight to the next stitch, insert my hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, which gives me 3 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. We're going to keep repeating this. 1 single crochet, 2 together. One single crochet, 2 together. One single crochet, 2 together. Now, one thing you need to know about this round is that it needs to end on an even number so that we can do the ribbing. There you go again. 1 single crochet, 2 together. And the beauty about doing 1 single crochet 2 together on the granny stitch is that we are making it so it will be an even number. All the stitches will be an even number once we're finished. 1 single crochet, 2 together. Now, if you do all this and you think, oh, it's very, very loose, rather than doing 1 single crochet, 2 together, you can just do every stitch as single crochet 2 together, single crochet 2 together, single crochet 2 together. That will literally half your stitch count. It will, I say literally, I mean it will half your stitch count, which will make it even tighter. If you feel it's a bit wide, no, if you think it's too tight, that's right. If you think it's too tight, then you could do single crochet in the next 2 stitches, single crochet 2 together, single crochet in the next 2 stitches, single crochet 2 together. There's lots of different combinations that you can do to make it the right fit for you. But what you do need to remember as well is that when you do your ribbing, that will also draw the cuff in as well. So if you think, oh, that's a little bit loose, maybe it could be a bit tighter, it might not be the case, because as you can see from this one, it like draws it in, it keeps going in. So where am I? Single crochet in 1, single crochet 2 together. Now I'm going to keep doing this and I'll meet you back here at the end of the round. Okay, so I am right near the end of my round. I've got 2 stitches left and they are a single crochet 2 together, and that has given me an even stitch count. So I'm just going to do my final stitch, which is a single crochet 2 together, and that's given me a stitch count of 32. So I need to remember that. So what I'm doing now, so I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, is joining to the first single crochet with a slip stitch, and that's the first round. So what we're going to do now, nice and easy, is we're going to just put double crochet in every single stitch. So we're going to chain 3, that's going to class as your first double, and then you're going to go into the next stitch with a double crochet, and a double crochet in every single stitch. Now remember your stitch count, mine's 32, so this round needs to be 32. So yeah, double crochet in every single stitch, and I'll meet you back here when we get to the end of the round. Right, I'm at the end of my round. I've placed a double crochet in every single stitch and I've got 32 double crochets, and I'm now going to join it to the top of the chain 3 from the beginning of the round with a slip stitch. Okay, so now we're going to do the ribbing. Now I'm doing front post double crochet, back post double crochet, and I do that ribbing because it's easy to add length if you need to. If you try it on, you think, oh, that ribbon's not quite right, that's all right then, you can just add a few more rounds to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to chain 1, and we're going to place a front post double crochet around this chain 3 from the previous round. So what you're going to do is you're going to yarn over, and you're going to put your hook right at the beginning of this first chain 3, and you're going to come underneath it and back out the other side, and then you're going to yarn over and you're going to pull it through that post, that chain post, and now you should have 3 loops on your hook. Then you're going to yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over and pull through the last 2, and that is a front post double crochet. So the next one is going to be a back post double crochet, and we're going to do that around the double crochet from the previous round. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in from behind. That's why they call it the back post. Front one, we went in through the front. Back one, we're going to yarn over and we're going to come right behind your work. If you twist it, we're going in here, but you don't twist it because you won't really see where you're going in. So you're going to yarn over come in behind and go over the top of that post. And then yarn over, pull through a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. And that's a back post. Next one's going to be a front post double crochet again. So yarn over, go in through the front and behind this double crochet post from the previous round, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and go through your first 2 loops, yarn over and go through the last 2 loops. Then the next one is a back post double crochet, yarn over, go in through the back of your work and come out over the front of that post from the previous round, yarn over and pull through a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And we're just going to keep repeating that. So the next one's your front post double crochet. So you go in through the front and behind the post, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the next 2 loops. Next one is a back post double crochet, yarn over and go in through the back and come round the front of that DC post, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. I'll show you once more. Front post, yarn over and come in from the front and go behind the post, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops, and then a back post double crochet, yarn over and come in from the back and go around the front of that DC post, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. So you're going to keep placing front post double crochet and then a back post double crochet, and you keep repeating them. Front post, back post. And then if you go back and look, you can start to see the ribbing taking effect. So keep doing front post and back post all the way around. Front post, back post, front post, back post, and I'll meet you back here at the end of the round. So I am now at the end of my round. Your final stitch is going to be a back post double crochet. So I'm going to place my final stitch, my back post double crochet, and then I'm going to join it to the top of my first front post double crochet to join it in the round. And that's your first round of ribbon. So your second round is going to be exactly the same. You're going to chain 1 and then you're going to do a front post double crochet around the previous post, which is straight down. This one's going to be a little bit chunkier because you've got your chain 1 in there as well. So that is going to be chunkier than the normal stitches, but that's completely normal. So yarn over, go through the front and behind the back, the double. It's so hard to get my words out right. Go right, hang on, let me just say that again. Yarn over, go in from behind and come around the back of the post, the double crochet post. Oh guys, I'm not made to do these videos. I don't know why I put myself through it. I really don't. But you all seem to enjoy them and you all say lovely things, so that's why I'm carrying on. Anyway, just do a front post double crochet straight down and then a back post double crochet. You're basically going to be towering them on top of the previous round. So the previous one's a front post, so you're going to do a front post. Then the next one was a back post, so you're going to do a back post. And what you're going to end up with is a long line that sticks out and the other one that sits behind. The one that sticks out is the front post. the one that sits behind is the back post. And that's all you've got to do now is front post, back post, front post, back post. And that's how you do your ribbing and cuff a granny stitch sleeve. Pretty much showed you everything you need to know. Hopefully, if you can understand what on earth I'm saying. I hope so. Oh dear. It's okay. I'll get there eventually. Right. So yeah. You're just going to keep doing front post, back post. And that is how you cuff a granny stitch sleeve. I've now got to undo all mine though and put black on instead. So I've got to go now because my daughter's calling me. But thank you for watching. Bye. Oh, before I go, just want to say, add as many rounds of that as you wish. I normally do about 5 or 6, but it all depends on how big my sleeve is, on how long my sleeve is. So, thank you.